Welcome to the training for how to certify a death record in the DAVE system. During this training, we will review the Arizona Revised Statutes applicable to medical certification, the process for certifying a death record, and useful links. According to Arizona Revised Statute 36-325, if a person under the current care of a healthcare provider for an acute or chronic medical condition dies of that condition or the complications associated with that condition, the healthcare provider shall complete and sign the medical certification of death on a death certificate within 72 hours. Current care means that a healthcare provider has examined, treated, or provided care for a person for a chronic or acute condition within 18 months preceding the person's death. Treated includes prescribing medication. Current care does not include services provided in connection with a single event of emergency or urgent care. Now let's look at how to certify a death record in the DAVE system. After you log into DAVE, hover over the main tab at the top of the page and select Messages. Browse the body of the message for the decedent's name and click on the decedent's name. This will take you to the death record. You can also access the death record by hovering over Queues and selecting Registration Work Queues. From the drop-down menu, select Medical Certification Requested and click Search. Click on the decedent's name. Once in the record, verify the decedent's information and review the place of death. Please note, you will not be able to edit this information. If something is incorrect, contact the funeral home that is responsible for disposition. If applicable, review the Human Remains Release Form, which can be found as an attachment under Other Links. Select Pronouncement from the Medical Certification menu. If the funeral home has entered the information, review the date and time of death and select the appropriate modifiers if necessary. If this information has not been completed, complete it now. Click Next. Using your best medical judgment, complete the cause of death. Fill in as many lines as you are able and add the appropriate intervals. If you truly do not know the approximate interval, you may enter unknown. If you need help with this page, refer to the NCHS recommendations for entry of cause of death at the top of the page. Complete Part 2, adding any significant conditions that may have contributed to the decedent's death, separating these entries by a comma. You may utilize spell check on this page by clicking the ABC icon next to the text boxes. Click Next. Once again, complete this page using your best medical judgment. If the drop-down menu is grayed out, it is not applicable to the decedent. If the manner of death selected on the Other Factors page was natural, the injury option under the Medical Certification menu will disappear and you will be taken to the Certifier page. If the manner of death was not natural, refer the case to the medical examiner of the county in which the death occurred by selecting the Refer to Medical Examiner option under Other Links. Click Next. Select your role from the Certifier Type drop-down menu. Your name and address will be preloaded on the page, so the only remaining element is the date signed. This will automatically fill with the date signed once you certify the record. Click Save Validate page. If there are no errors, green check marks will pop up next to the items on the Medical Certification menu, and a message will appear at the bottom of the page stating your case is ready to be certified. Click the checkbox and press the Certify button. Another message will appear stating thank you, your case is now certified. If any changes need to be made prior to the record being registered, press the Uncertified button. Once a record has been registered, a correction or an amendment will need to be completed to change any information. If errors are present in the record, you will see a red X or yellow circle on the Medical Certification menu next to the page that needs to be corrected. You must fix the red errors before certifying. The yellow errors can be corrected or overridden depending on your medical judgment. To override the error, click the Override box and save overrides. If you decide to override the error, the yellow circle will remain. You will not see a green check mark, but you can still certify the record. You cannot certify a record with a red X. If you would like to print a working copy of the death certificate to add to the decedent's medical record, select Print Forms from the Other Links menu and click on the Working Copy link. Additionally, if you would like to relinquish the case or transfer the medical ownership of the case to a different facility, you can do so by selecting the appropriate option under Other Links. Thank you for completing this training on how to certify a record in the DAVE system. If you have any questions, please contact BVR support at 602-364-2230 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or email bvrsupport@azdhs.gov.